Good morning, everyone. We are so very excited to have you here. On behalf of Ellen Carmichael and the entire team of the Lafayette Company, we welcome you to the first ever Symposium on Young American Men. We'd like to begin by thanking our sponsors, which you can see up here. We also have some of their collateral out and back, and partners who've made today's event possible. You'll learn more about them and the work they do today throughout the day with our panelists. We encourage you to connect with them throughout the program, and they'll serve as an important source of information. As you will probably see in our agenda, it is quite tight. I will try to keep everything moving quickly, but I hope that you can work with us as well. I am pleased to first welcome, on this very tight schedule, Patrick Kelly, CEO of the Knights of Columbus, who is our marquee sponsor, and we are so excited to have them here. Knights of Columbus serves more than 2.2 million men in America. Thank you again for being here, and we look forward to having you throughout the day.
Well, thank you very much for the introduction. And I just want to say what a pleasure it is to be here this morning with all of you and to spend the day with you to talk about this topic. I want to begin with a word of thanks to the Lafayette Company for bringing all of us together to discuss a real pressing issue that I think we've all seen in the last few weeks and really the last couple of years. It's more and more pressing. It's no secret that many young men in America today are struggling. Plenty of experts, scholars, and observers have explored the reasons behind this crisis. And at the Knights of Columbus, we've encountered the crisis firsthand. And I believe our experience shows a way to help young men move forward. For 143 years, the Knights of Columbus has offered faith-based service and community. From our founding by a Catholic priest in New Haven, Connecticut in 1882, we have united men in their Catholic faith. And today, more than 2.2 million men are members of the Knights and are dedicated to the mission of mutual support and charitable service. We've always known that men need meaning in life, and that a man's ultimate meaning comes from his personal relationship with others and with God. We also know that men need a mission. We are hardwired as men for purpose and mission. That's why last year, our members contributed more than 48 million hours of volunteer service. By serving shoulder to shoulder and making sacrifices to help those in need, men find the meaning they're looking for. But as we know, and as we will discuss today, many young men are lost and disconnected. Many come from broken families with fathers who are not a real part of their life. Many are drowning in the depths of the internet and social media. It's increasingly clear that millions of men no longer have friends who they can count on and who can spur them on to excellence. More than a quarter of millennials say they have no close friends. And the rise of artificial intelligence has millions of young men looking for friendship in chatbots. These are AI tools that tailor their responses to the emotional needs of the user, and they offer comfort, support, and validation. But it's not real. This isn't the road to friendship and meaning. It's the road to further isolation and ultimately to so many of the negative outcomes that we'll be discussing today. Just this past Friday, Pope Leo told young people, quote, "Don't let an algorithm write your story. Invite genuine friendship, real encounters, and freedom beyond digital limits." This is a frequent theme for our new Pope. In the face of the crisis we are facing, there's an urgent need to invite young men into meaningful friendships. And that's what we are focused on at the Knights of Columbus. We recently launched a new initiative called CORE, C-O-R, which is Latin for heart. The purpose of CORE is to bring men together for friendship and faith formation. CORE is a place where young men grow in their relationships with one another and with God. It connects men with the truth about themselves, their world, and their Creator. At these CORE meetings, men can share their struggles, find support, and stand shoulder to shoulder in friendship. Ultimately, these men grow together as friends, pursuing a life of virtue. In just a few short years, we've started CORE at more than 6,000 Catholic parishes across the country and around the world. Clearly, young men are hungry for this kind of intentional community. And it helps explain why we're on track in the Knights of Columbus to welcome 100,000 new members this year. This represents and will represent our strongest year of growth in more than a century. So very clearly, something is happening. And at the end of the day, we are trying to tackle what the Surgeon General recently called the epidemic of loneliness and isolation. We're giving men the kind of community they truly need, and we will continue to help America's young men find meaning and mission in life. So, to conclude, we're very grateful to be part of today's symposium on young American men, and to join with all of you as we work together to address one of the greatest challenges our society faces. Thank you.